Let us start our module 1. So the first topic is formation of partial differential equation from a given relationship by eliminating arbitrary constants and arbitrary functions. Let us go through some definitions. Introduction. An equation in which one or more partial derivatives of an unknown function of two or more independent variables occur is called a partial differential equation or PDE. The order of a PDE is the order of the highest derivative which occurs in the equation, and the degree of the equation is the degree of the highest derivative. For the function z is equal to f of s comma y, we use the notations dou z by dou x is denoted by the letter small letter p, dou z by dou y is equal to q, dou square z by dou y square equal to r, dou square z by dou x dou y is equal to s, dou square z by dou y square equal to t. So the notations for first order derivatives are p and q, second order derivatives are r, s and t. See, in our modules 1 and 2 we will consider problems related to first order derivative and second order derivatives. See, the derivative notation is that is used for both mixed derivative dou square z by dou x dou y and dou square z by dou y dou x, because whenever the function z is equal to f of s comma y is a continuous function, both are same. Formation of partial differential equation. Unlike the case of ordinary differential equations which arise from the elimination of arbitrary constants, partial differential equations can be formed either by the elimination of arbitrary constants or by the elimination of arbitrary functions. Consider the ordinary differential equations y dash minus y equal to 0, and we know that its solution is y is equal to c e raised to x, y double dash plus y is equal to 0, the general solution is y is equal to c1 cos s plus c2 sin x. We have already studied methods for solving this type of ordinary differential equations with the constant coefficients. See, in the first solution y is equal to c e raised to x, it is a family of exponential curve, and the corresponding partial differential equation y dash minus y equal to 0 can be obtained by eliminating the arbitrary constant c from this relation y equal to c e raised to x. And what we will do, we just differentiate this expression with respect to x, that is y dash or dy by dx equal to c e raised to x, and eliminating the arbitrary constants from this relation y is equal to c e raised to x and y dash equal to c e raised to x. And we can easily eliminate, because instead of the c e raised to x term we can replace it by y dash, or finally we have y dash minus y is equal to 0. And similarly for the second differential equation, the solution is a two parameter family, y is equal to c1 cos s plus c2 sin x, c1 and c2 are arbitrary constant, and if we take the first derivative y dash equal to y dash, we get minus c1 sin x plus c2 cos x, and y double dash is equal to minus c1 cos x and minus c2 sin x, or finally we were left with y double dash equal to minus y or y double dash plus y is equal to 0. So this is the simple elimination process we performed in the ordinary differential equation cases. A similar process we can apply for partial differential equation. So we have two methods for formation of partial differential equation. The method of elimination of arbitrary constants. Definition: if the number of arbitrary constants to be eliminated is equal to the number of independent variables, the process of elimination will give a first order PDE. Another definition: if the number of arbitrary constants to be eliminated is more than the number of independent variables, the process of elimination will give a partial differential equation of second or higher order. For example, if we consider the relation z is equal to x square plus a into y square plus b, the eliminant PDE is pq is equal to 4xyz. See, we have already seen the surface z is equal to x square plus a into y square plus b. As a and b are changing, we get different surfaces, and all that surfaces can be represented by a single equation, partial differential equation, pq is equal to 4xyz. And what is the order of this differential equation? See, this is a first order differential equation, because the highest order derivative is first derivative, either p or q. And also see the number of relation between number of independent variables and number of arbitrary constant. Here we have exactly two independent variables x and y and two arbitrary constants. Because they are agreeing, we can expect a first order partial differential equation. See another surface x square by a square plus y square by b square plus z square by c square equal to 1, and we know that this is an ellipsoid surface and the terms a, b and c are changing, so they are arbitrary constants. Number of independent variables x and y are independent variables, z is always a function of x and y, that will be a dependent variable, and here the number of arbitrary constant is exceeding number of independent variable, and according to our definition, if this number of arbitrary constant is exceeding number of independent variables, the eliminant will be a PD of order 2 or higher. Here we can show that this elimination process will result in a second order PD. Z is equal to Zs plus PQ is equal to 0. Here what is the order? Here this order is given by the second derivative, mixed derivative S. Now I will show you how to form the partial differential equation by eliminating these arbitrary constants. Welcome back. In this class we will discuss problems related to formation of partial differential equation from a given relation involving arbitrary constants and arbitrary functions. Let us consider two problems. The first one, form the PD by eliminating arbitrary constants from the following. First, A, Z is equal to AX plus BY plus AB, Z equal to X square plus A into Y square plus B, and another implicit relation x square by a square plus y square by b square plus z square by c square equal to 1. Let us consider one by one. Take the first part. So we have the given relation as z is equal to ax plus by plus ab. We call it as equation number 1. So it is a functional relation between the dependent variables z, independent variables x and y, and the arbitrary constants a and b. See the relationship between number of independent variables and a number of arbitrary constants. Here what are the independent variables? X and y are independent variables, and we have two independent variables and a number of arbitrary constant is 2. And we know the result, if the number of independent variables is equal to number of arbitrary constant, the process of elimination will result in a first order partial differential equation. Let us see what happens. And for eliminating this arbitrary constants a and b, first of all we are differentiating this equation number 1 partially with respect to x and y. Partially with respect to x and y. So we have the first partial derivative as dou z by dou x. So what is dou z by dou x? Where a and b are constant. Dou z by dou x is equal to ax, derivative of ax with respect to x is a, and the derivative of the second part is 0 and third part is 0. So we can use the notation, that is, instead of dou z by dou x, we follow a notation. What is the notation? It is p. That is p is equal to a, equation number 2. Okay, and similarly we have another partial derivative as dou z by dou y is equal to derivative of equation number 1, partial derivative of equation number 1 with respect to y. What is the first term derivative? The first term is independent of y, so the derivative is 0, and the second term is b, and the third term is 0. Or we can write this dou z by dou y, notation for dou z by dou y is q, q is equal to b. Now come to the elimination process. So we have three equations. One is the given relationship, and second and third are values of these parameters a and b. Now how to eliminate this a and b from equation number 1? It is a simple step. We are directly substituting the value of a as p and the value of b as q. Then we will get z is equal to xp plus yq plus pq. So that is a relationship independent of the arbitrary constant and which will be the required partial differential equation. So we write the next step as eliminating a and b between equations 1, 2 and 3. And here we are following the elimination process, just a substitution. Substituting equation number 2 and 3 in equation number 1, and we get z is equal to ax, that means px plus qy plus pq, or we can write this as xp plus yq plus pq, iq plus pq. So this is the required partial differential equation. See what is the order of this differential equation? See, this is a first order partial differential equations. See, the derivatives are not written in the explicit form. We are using some notation. What is the notation? P means dou z by dou x and q means dou z by dou y. That is a convenient notation. And see, the given relationship contains two independent variables and two arbitrary constants. If the number of independent variables is equal to number of arbitrary constants to be eliminated, then the resulting process of elimination will finally result in a first order partial differential equation. See, the second relationship is z is equal to x square plus a into y square plus b. Z equal to x square plus a into y square plus b. So this is the given condition. We mark it as equation number 1. As in the previous case, here also number of independent variables. What are the independent variables? X and y are the independent variables, where a and b are arbitrary constant. Here also the relationship, see the relationship, number of independent variables is equal to number of arbitrary constant. So we can expect a first order partial differential equation. So differentiating equation number 1 partially with respect to x and y. Partially with respect to x and y. So taking partial derivative with respect to x, we get dou z by dou x is equal to 2x into y square plus b, or we can write it this as p is equal to, in notation this is p is equal to 2x into y square plus b. 2x into y square plus b, we call it as equation number 2. And similarly, dou z by dou y, dou z by dou y is equal to, in partial differentiation with respect to y, this time is acting like a constant. So this is x square plus a into 2y. So we can write this as q is equal to 2y into x square plus a. Now come to the elimination process. We are eliminating a and b from equations 1, 2 and 3. What will be the suitable elimination process? Here the direct substitution of values of a and b, that will be difficult. So we are going in another way. Suppose we are multiplying these two equations, that means equation 2 into equation 3. Then what we get? Pq is equal to 4xy into the product x square plus a into y square plus b. From equation number 1, the value of x square plus a into y square plus b is set, and just simply substituting the product value. Eliminating a and b between equations 1, 2 and 3. And here the elimination process is multiplication. So we are multiplying equation 2 with equation 3. So that will result in the product pq is equal to 4xy into x square plus a into y square plus b. So that will be equal to 4xy z. 4xy into the last product z, or we get a first order partial differential equation pq is equal to 4xy z. Comes to the third part, x square by a square plus y square by b square plus z square by c square equal to 1, and we call it as equation number 1. See, this is an implicit relation. Our previous two questions, question number 1 a and b, are direct values of z is given as a function of x and y. They are called explicit relations for differentiation term by term. It is understood that this z is always a function of x and y. And count the number of independent variables and number of arbitrary constants. Here the independent variables are x and y, z is the dependent variable, and the arbitrary constants are a, b and c. See the relationship, the number of arbitrary constant is exceeding number of independent variables. If the relationship between number of arbitrary constants and number of independent variables, if number of arbitrary constant is exceeding number of independent variable, we can expect a partial differential equation of order 2 or higher. Okay, here we can expect a second order or third order or higher order partial differential equation. We will see what happens. So first of all, we are going to differentiate equation number 1 partially with respect to x. So the first term, x square by a square, what is the partial derivative with respect to x? That is 2x by a square. And second term doesn't contains x, so it is independent of x, so the derivative is 0. But what about the third term? Here z is a function of x and y, so we can apply chain rule. So first of all, we are removing this constant 1 by c square into, what is the derivative of z square with respect to x? That is 2z into dou z by dou x. Okay, and the right hand side derivative is equal to 0. So we have the first derivative x 2x by a square plus 1 by c square into 2z dou z by dou x equal to 0. We call it as equation number 2. Our aim is to eliminate these arbitrary constants a, b and c. See, the process is entirely different from our first two questions. Here, if you are partially differentiating this equation number 2 with respect to y, we can see that derivative of this expression becomes 0. Then we are resulting with only one expression which contains an arbitrary constant, from which we can easily eliminate the arbitrary constant c. So we are going to differentiating equation number 2 instead of equation number 1. Here we are going to differentiate equation number 2 partially with respect to y, because that will result in a simple step. So we get derivative of the first expression with respect to y. So because it is independent of y, we have this value is equal to 0 and this is equal to 0. And third term, so 2 by c square is a constant. 2 by c square into, what about the product? Where this z is a function of x and y, and this dou z by dou x may be a function of x. So we can take it as both are functions of x. So 2 by c square is constant into applying product rule. What is a product rule? First function z into derivative of the second with respect to y. So the second is dou z by dou x. So dou by dou y of dou z by dou x plus first into derivative of second plus second into second function dou z by dou x into derivative of the first with respect to y. So that will be dou z by dou y, and the right hand side will be 0. That is 2 by c square into z into, see this is the mixed derivative of order 2, that is dou square z by this is dou y dou x, dou square z by dou y dou x plus dou z by dou x into dou z by dou y equal to 0. Okay. Now see, it is a product of two expressions. One is a constant part, 2 by c square, and another is the variable part. So this product equal to 0 means either this 2 by c square equal to 0 or this bracketed expression equal to 0. Here what is the possibility? Here this 2 by c square is not equal to 0. Why? Because that c square term comes from the part of the ellipsoid surface x square by a square plus y square by b square plus z square by c square equal to 1. So it cannot be 0. So this is equal to 0 together with 2 by c square not equal to 0. Okay, so this implies we can shorten these derivatives by using symbols, that is z into dou square z by dou y dou x. What is the symbol? The symbol is the mixed derivative, that is s, plus dou z by dou x p and dou z by dou y is q. So Zs plus Pq equal to 0. So which is a required equation? See, this is independent of arbitrary constants A, B and C. Now see, what is the order of this differential equation? See, this differential equation has highest order derivative as second order, and this second order derivative has power 1. So this is a second order first degree differential equation. See, in our previous three problems, we have some relationship involving the dependent variable, independent variables and arbitrary constants. Here, some information about the relationship is given. So, we have to find the partial differential equation of all spheres of fixed radius having their centers lie in the xy plane. So, here what is varying? For the spherical surface, its radius is fixed and center is varying. And here the center is located on the xy plane. Suppose we are taking an arbitrary point on the xy plane, then what is its general nature? Its third coordinate is 0. So let us take the center as center is equal to a, b, 0, because the point is lying on the xy plane, and the radius equal to r, comma, which is fixed. Now what is the equation of this spherical surface having center a, b, 0 and fixed radius r? So we can take the equation Therefore, equation of this sphere. So the equation of the sphere is x minus a the whole square plus y minus b the whole square plus z minus c 0 the whole square or z square is equal to r square. Okay, we call it as equation number 1. See, as in the case, this is also an implicit relation of the variables x, y and z. Here it is understood that this z is a function of x and y. And here the independent variables are x, y, dependent variable is z, and what are the arbitrary constants? Arbitrary constants are a and b. This r is not arbitrary because according to our given information, this r is fixed. So we can expect the partial differential equation of all these spherical surface as a first order or second order. It will be naturally it will be a first order partial differential equation because the relationship between number of independent variable and number of arbitrary constants is same. Here we have two independent variables x and y and two arbitrary constants a and b. So we can expect a first order partial differential equation for all these spherical surface. As before, we are differentiating this equation number 1 partially with respect to x and y, partially with respect to x and y. Then we can have the first partial derivative with respect to x. That means differentiating term by term, that is 2 into x minus a plus this y minus b the whole square term derivative is 0 because it is independent of x. But the third term may contain some x because the presence of z. So this will be 2z into dou z by dou x, and the right hand side derivative is 0 because it is a constant. And using notation and dividing by 2, so this will be equivalent to x minus a is equal to minus z into dou z by dou x. What is dou z by dou x? Here dou z by dou x is p, or x minus a is equal to minus z into p, equation number 2. And similarly, differentiation of equation number 1 with respect to y will result in 0 plus 2 into y minus b plus 2z into dou z by dou y, that will be equal to 0. See, as before, again we can have dividing by 2 and transposing this term to the right side, we have the value of y minus b. So y minus b is equal to minus z into, instead of dou z by dou y, we are writing it as q, equation number 3. Now we can do an elimination process. So we have equation number 1, equation number 2 as x minus a, the value of x minus a as minus zp, and equation number 3, value of y minus b as minus zq. Then which method we can apply for elimination? So our aim is to construct a relationship which is independent of the arbitrary constants a and b. Yes, we can directly substitute the value of x minus a and y minus b. And what is x minus a? X minus a is minus zp. We can directly substitute x minus a square as minus zp square, y minus b square as minus zq square plus z square equal to r square. So finally we will get a partial differential equation or an equation which is independent of these arbitrary constants a and b. Now substituting equations 2 and equation 3 in equation number 1, substituting 2 and 3 in 1. That is x minus a square. What is x minus a? X minus a is minus zp the whole square plus y minus b is minus zq the whole square plus z square equal to r square. So that will be the required partial differential equation, or we can again simplify this as z square into, z square is a common factor, z square into p square plus q square plus 1 is equal to r square. So this is the required partial differential equation of all spherical surfaces whose centers are fixed on centers are lying on the xy plane and having a fixed radius. So that surfaces can be represented by this partial differential equation. And as before, we can see that whether it is a first order or second order differential equation, because the relation between number of arbitrary constant and number of independent variable is same, we can expect only a first order partial differential equation. And actually this is a first order differential equation containing only first order derivatives p and q, or dou z by dou x and dou z by dou y. Now some problems related to this formation of partial differential equation using arbitrary constants given us some exercise. You can do the problems in our class and finally upload the answers to Google Classroom. Okay, thank you.